Welcome to Mindfulness Lists. This is part 2 of my review and summary of Michael A. Singer's book, The Untethered Soul. Chapter 2, Your Inner Roommate. The only way to find peace is to stop thinking about yourself. This is what Singer claims at the starting of the chapter. That seems to make sense. Maybe thinking about others and other things besides ourselves will help us find peace. Problems fill our lives. Before your current problem, there was a different problem. And if you're wise, you'll realize that after this one is gone, there will be another. Sounds true in my experience. You'll never end your problems until you identify the part inside of you that has so many problems. You guys ever notice that part inside of you? The one that's a critic? It just complains about things. It seems like a common conversation. You ask somebody how it's going, and maybe it's a conversation about the weather, or maybe it's some complaints. And that inner dialogue, maybe it's just unhappiness, or maybe part of the ego as well, complaining and trying to get one up on the world. Damn, it's such a pain in the butt. These people, I tell you, and we're the ones who are better. They're the ones to blame for all these problems. Ask yourself the question, what part of me is being disturbed by this? Not what should I do about this? That's the question to ask yourself. What part of me is being disturbed by this? Since the problem is based on inner conflict, we need to go within. Okay, here's an example. Say you're angry. Ask yourself the question, what part of me is angry? Go inside, investigate, and find what part of you is angry. Just take your time doing it. It sounds like a really fast thing, but just really go inside and explore the space. What makes you angry? Where do you feel it? What triggered it? What words come up? What thoughts come up? When you identify the part of you that has conflict and become aware of the awareness that realizes the problem, you'll have the solution to all your conflicts. Another simpler way of saying this is you are not the conflict. You are the awareness of the conflict. A way to maintain an objective view of inner conflict is through the subject and object relationship. You are the awareness, are the subject, and conflict is the object. I'll say that again because I kind of tripped it up. You, the awareness, are the subject, and the conflict is the object. There's the subject, us, and the object is conflict, okay? To solve inner conflict, you must objectively watch your problems without getting lost in them. Just gotta sit there and be the witness of these problems. Don't get involved in it. The permanent solution to your problems is to go inside and let go of the part that has so many problems with reality. To heal the part inside that doesn't accept life, you must be aware of it. When you observe it and become aware of the problem that's causing life's problems, you'll notice you're watching your personality's weaknesses, strengths, and different attributes. Just become aware of what's going on inside of there. Singer calls the voice inside the head your inner roommate. If you sit in silence for a while, you'll hear the voice of your inner roommate begin to commentate. Here it comes. News broadcasting, telling you what's up. Your roommate likes to critique everything, labeling it good, bad, cool, stupid, fun, boring, all those different things. There are two parts inside us. One is awareness, and the other constantly talks. The part that constantly talks inside of us is the root of our problems. If you want to experience the root of our problems, spend an entire day consciously listening to the inner roommate's voice. Have you tried to do that before? I have. And it's liberating. It's really liberating. You just realize it's not you. You sit there and you just listen to it, and it's just like a little kid chattering, just goes all over the place. And there you are watching it, and it feels good. It really feels good just to watch it and just to let it be. You have to consciously listen to the voice if you want to be free of it. To really experience the inner roommate, pretend that it's a real person and spend the day with this person. What you'll experience is constant commentary filled with neurotic bursts of conflicting dialogue. Try not to judge the voice, because that'll only start another inner conversation. You'll hear the voice talking, oh, that guy shouldn't have made that turn. And then you make a comment to the inner voice. Why is my inner voice always talking? It's just the voice on top of the voice. So just watch it. Just be very gentle and nurturing with it. It's a condition. It's not a problem. It's something that we all have. So just watch it. Just keep that awareness. Keep the separation. Just hold out your arm and tell that inner voice, you keep an arm's distance from me. It's okay. You can say whatever you want. I'm just gonna watch, listen, observe. It's okay. When we externalize the voice by pretending it's a person, the human condition is seen clearly. If our inner voice was another person, we'd never be friends or even acquaintances. It's seriously an annoying chatter that goes on. You listen to it and it'll turn your stomach. A crazy person inside of you that's not you, that just keeps chattering and rambling. How many times has the inner roommate been wrong about what happened or what may happen? And you keep trusting them. We keep allowing them to give us advice on stuff. It's craziness. It's absolute craziness. And you gotta be ready. When you're ready to stop suffering, you're ready. If you want to still suffer, go ahead. Listen to that voice. But when you are ready to stop suffering, you need to come up with a solution. Anybody who has common sense wouldn't listen to a person that gave them bad advice several times. When you practice the exercise of watching the inner roommate, you can clearly see the root of all your problems. Your will is stronger than the habit of listening to that voice. There's nothing you can't do. Your will is in control. Say it to yourself, I'm in control. And you gotta live it. You gotta walk the walk. You can't just say it. You gotta just grab the bull by the horns and take control if you want it. If you want to stop suffering, just realize there's the voice, and then there's the person that can hear it. There's the awareness that hears it. You're the awareness, not the voice. See the problem clearly to release the hold of the human condition of the mind. That's all you gotta do. Just see the problem clearly. Eventually, time is an angel or devil, best friend or worst enemy.